Hi, everyone. It's Miss Clark. We are going to be talking about addition facts to 20. Addition facts are very important in second grade, especially the end of second grade, that you know your addition facts to 20 really quickly. So, what this means is when you're practicing and you can just add two numbers together very quickly, you don't have to count on your fingers, you don't need to use any math tools. So, for example, if I write 3 plus 2, you should just very quickly know that that's 5. So some of you might already know these things. Some of you might know some. I know a lot of you know your doubles. I know you spend a lot of time in first grade working on your doubles. So a lot of you probably have already memorized 4 plus 4 equals 8. So it's very important at the end of second grade that you have your addition facts to 20 memorized, because third grade, there's a huge focus on multiplication. So you need to go into third grade knowing your addition facts. And again, to 20, not just to 10, right? These are up to 10, but to 20. So for example, 6 plus 7, instead of counting on, you need to have this memorized and know that it's 13. So that's something that I'd like you to work on over the summer. Yes, I am giving you some summer homework. I want to talk about some different ways that you can practice these addition facts to 20 so that you have them memorized and you know them and can say them as quickly as snapping your fingers. So let's talk about some different ways to practice these addition facts. One way that you can practice is you can certainly use dice. If you happen to have dice at home, you can roll two dice. You can then say it or you can write it down, either way. So if you did this, right, you might put your dice like this, and then you might say 5 plus 3 equals 8. Or maybe you want to go ahead and you can write it down, and you can write 5 plus 3 equals 8. And then you can roll your dice again and you can do another one. 6 plus 3. And again, if it's not something that you know right away, that's okay. You're going to keep practicing. So if you need to in the beginning to count on, you could say 6, 7, 8, 9. But hopefully, as you keep practicing, you'll have them memorized. So dice is one way. I also have these fun dice I got at the dollar store. They're just big. They're really large dice. Whew, oh, you can't even see that. They're rolling. So there is 6 plus 4. And again, you could say it. You could just say 6 plus 4 equals 10, or you can write it down on paper. 6 plus 4 equals 10. Now, you can also get some special dice. I also found these at the dollar store, and I liked these because they were blank, and I could just use my whiteboard marker to write on them. The reason this is nice is because I can put bigger numbers on them. You all know that when we're talking about one die, it only has the numbers 1 through 6. So this, I put 7, I put 8, I put 9, and I put 10. So that's going to help you with your math facts to 20. So if I take two of these dice and I roll one, okay, I roll one, there's a 7. Let me roll the other one again, and I roll another one, and there's a 9. So then I'm able to practice bigger numbers up to 20. And again, 7 plus 9, this is where you probably don't know this one. That's where you have to really memorize these and practice them for speed. You can say it, 7 plus 9 equals 16, or again, you can write it down on paper. 7 plus 9 equals 16. So that's one way to practice your addition facts to 20 using dice. Another way to practice, if you have any at home, is to just use playing cards. So you could have a stack of playing cards. You could take two playing cards and flip them over and make that your addition equation. So again, I could just say it, 4 plus 3 equals 7, or I could certainly write it on my paper. 4 plus 3 equals 7. And again, my goal or my job is to try to say it as quickly as possible. I want to work on speed. And then I could take my cards, right? And I could flip two more cards. Ooh, 9 plus 8. Again, if you don't have it memorized yet, that's okay. You can start with 9 and you can count on, right? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. But by the end of the summer, your job is to try to have all of these up to 20 memorized. So that's another way you can practice is you can practice using playing cards. A final way that you can practice is you can just make your own set of flashcards. Sometimes you can buy them at the dollar store, but if you don't have any flashcards, you can just make your own. What's nice about this, and I'm just using some scrap paper to make it, is you can focus on the ones that you really get stuck on. So maybe you're like, Miss Clark, I know my doubles, don't worry about it. But maybe you're stuck on some other ones. So for example, maybe 8 plus 5 is just really tricky for you. So here's what you're going to do. You're not going to write the sum, right, or the whole. You're just going to leave it blank. And that way you can take it. I'm going to make a couple more. Maybe you're also having trouble with, let's say 9 plus 7. And you can take these and you can cut them and just make little cards that you can carry around. So again, notice how I didn't write the answer or the sum. So I'm just cutting them into little cards, and then you can take them and you can walk around and you can have them and you can practice memorizing them. If you need to, you can write the answer on the back. I might write it in pencil so that it's really light so you can't see through, and you want to try not to peek unless you absolutely have to, right? So if I wanted to write on the back of 8 plus 5, I could just lightly, and maybe tiny there, write a 13. And the same for 9 plus 7, right? I could just tiny, and lightly write 16. But I don't want to have to peek if I don't have to. And again, you can carry these around with you. You can also have someone in your family or a friend help you with these, and they could quiz you so they could show you these. And again, your goal is to go for speed as quickly as you can. So that is your homework over the summer. Practicing your addition facts to 20 so that you have them memorized. You can make flashcards, you can use dice, you can use small dice, you can use large dice, and you can even make your own dice with bigger numbers so that you can get all up to 20. You can put 7, 8, 9, and 10 on there. And of course, you can also use playing cards. So those are all the different ways that you can practice over the summer so that you're ready, because third grade, again, the focus is on multiplication. So you need to get to third grade and have those addition facts memorized.